little bit faster the workflow that we have done yesterday. So now that I am importing the color, we are going to the next. We have the survey. On the survey, we need to take care of. We have the whole ID, the depth, the deep, and the azimuth. We have everything here. So if the program wasn't not understanding what this is, we can just expand here and take a look on what this is. If we don't want to do this here, we can do directly on the header. And just going next, we have here the essays. So the essays, we need to give them the right category, that is the numerical one. So we have the options here to input the as lithology, category, text, number, timestamp, dates, URL, AX color, and of course, to not import the column. In this moment, we want to import it, and we want to import it as numeric. So we are inputting the gold and the copper as numeric, and for the next one, we are inputting now the stratigraphy as numeric too. So now that we have it as numeric too, we can just finish. So now we are loading our drill hole data, and we are getting what we get yesterday, the errors. And now we should take a look on the errors. So now going to the color, what we should do first that we have done yesterday. First, we need to take a look, visualize it. So to visualize it, the best way will be to drag and drop it. And when we drag and drop it on the screen, what we could see that we have a big outlier here, the OL12. So what we are going to do to fix it, we are going to click on it, open color, and we are going to take a look. What is different on it? And we can see that what is different is this typo right here, that we should replace the 9 for the 6. And after doing that, don't forget, save it. So now, save it. And let's come back to the fix errors. So we still have a duplicate color. Let's take a look on it. So it's duplicated. We can see that the whole informations are the same. So this is duplicated. What we should do? We should ignore it. So just click on ignoring and save it. And now we don't have any errors on the color anymore. So now just going for the survey. So if we take a look on our scene view right here, we could see that we have the color. Now we want to take a look on the survey. Taking a look on the survey, what we could already see. So remembering, if you prefer another background for you to take a look on it, you just need to come up here on the settings, and we can just change the color scheme for a white background if you prefer. And then you can see if this is going to be the best visualization for you. But coming back to the black background, we are just coming here, open on survey, the wrong one. So the one that doesn't have an angle that it's making sense, we are going to open it on survey and check out what is wrong. So what is wrong? Exactly this part right here. So once we input this as 7.1, we just need to save it. So now we have this save it. Arushi, can you hear me well?
Yes, yes, I can hear
Hello.
you. How are you?
Fine, and you?
All good, all good. I just wanted to know if you are repeating the same thing which you explained yesterday.
Exactly this. So what I was telling Ansar now is that we don't have that much time. But
Okay.
I still wanted to show you that it's possible to do everything that we have done yesterday pretty easy, pretty fast. So I was just catching up into this moment, into the project. You have already the project I have sent on share file by email.
Yes, I
You
got
were
it.
able to open it?
Yes, I got it.
Perfect. Okay.
There's a small request from our end. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
like we got slightly late in having our lunch. So can we start with the new today's course after 20 minutes?
Of course, no problem.
By the time you
Actually,
are explaining this yesterday's thing to answer, we'll just get our lunch and then we'll get back.
okay, perfect. No problem. So let's start today a little bit. I'm just going to input in the chat for us to start 30 minutes late. Can be that?
We don't require 15 minutes is fine. Like instead of 2, we'll start from 2:15.
Perfect. So 14:15 p.m. starts.
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Arushi. So after you can just take a look on the recording right here because
Yes.
we are just getting to the same place. And what I was trying to show here a little bit is the errors that we have created because today we are beginning the day. So at 2 and 15, I'm going to restart this project that we are going to catch up because we have left a hook yesterday. There was one mistake that is going to actually make everything correct now
Oh,
once we see that we can correct a mistake on our database there.
okay.
So, okay. Thank you
Okay.
very much, Arushi.
Okay. I'll join you soon. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So, now just carry on a little bit here. We have already changed it, the dip, and now we just need to save it. Now that we have saved it, we just need to go to fix errors. Why? Because we have here one important error for us to take a look. This error right here, it's an error that it's very important for us to solve it by here. Why? Because if you take a look here, this is the fixed maximum depth in color table. So every time that you have an error that is connected to the color maximum depth exceeded, you are just going to come right here and save it. And now you no longer have those kind of problems, and we can go over to the essays. So the essays, we will do exactly the same. We have here our survey. Now we are going to input our essays. So if we take a look on our essays right here, we cannot see anything that is making not sense. Maybe just a deviation here, or maybe the maximum that, but no mistakes that are going to make us see pretty fast. So we have here no errors, just warnings. So on the warnings, we don't actually need to do anything, but it's good for us always to give a revision on that. So the default action right here is going to be to replace it. So we are going to replace the gold values by the list of the limit detection of our method of analysis. So in our method of analysis right here, the limit of detection of the laboratory in this case was 0.02. So statistically speaking, when we have this, the error, the minimum is going to be half of it. Just taking account that this is an analytical laboratory method to take these samples. So we need here to input half of it, and it's going to be replaced by 0.01. Why? Because we have samples here, and those samples, they are not zero. They are under the detection limits of the laboratory. So now that we have replaced it, we just need to click on these rules have been reviewed and just save it. And now we just need to do that for the copper too. So we should just go here and replace, in this case, it's going to be half of 0.01. So we are going to put 0.005. Oh, sorry. We just need to replace and 0.05. And then those rules have been reviewed and just save it. Now that we have saved those parts right here, we just need to take a look now on the geology. So on the geology, let's just take a look on what we have. On the simple lithology, we can edit colors for us to be able to see what's happening right here. And we can input the code right here and call up for the legend right there. So this moment we have already our legend and our visualization for the simple lithology. So now we just need to fix the errors on the OL geology and what we have. We have overlapping segments. So we have a conflict right here. And what is this conflict? It's a typo. So we should just make it right. And what is making right is that the ending is the same as the beginning right here. So now that we have done this, let's just save it and go for our next overlapping segment. So right here, we have our 1550, and then we just need to save it. So now we have here, and we have also some invalid values handling. So how we could take a look on that and understand what is happening to our project, just taking a look on our scene view. So every time that we are doing something on our project right here, we are also changing right here what is in our drill holes. So if we don't save it, if we don't say that these rules have been reviewed, we will not have this control afterwards, and we will not know what it's actually had been changed or not. So in this moment right here, let's just save it and take a look on the OL geology. What is the problem that we are finding? So right here, we have this little wedge right here. And this is what we are going to sort out today. This is our hook for the day. And I am going to leave this way because we are going to carry on today with this part. But I wanted to show you that it's possible to do everything that we need to do right now to make this data set right for us to begin the geological modulation. So on the first day, we have just seen everything that we need to do to start our modulation. And what is this? Data preparation, also data insertion, and also data correction. So when we are correcting the values that we are seeing, that we are checking right here. So now that we have already checked this part, we are going to the part where we start to model, and also we start to see the interpretation of our little model starting to appear. So now we are just going to input the OL geology right here. We are going to input the stratigraphy. And in this case right here, we are just going to put here and opening. And right here, we can take a look at all of our data. And we can start right here to do a new column of group lithology. And this new column is going to be for the stratigraphy, and also a new column that is going to be our interval selection. And from the interval selection, we are going to build our new geological model based in the interval selection. So now we are going to come back in some minutes and we will be able to carry on our project that it's already done and already shared with you with the share file link. So I just want to show you that, of course, yesterday I have spoken a lot about the details, about how to do that in the proper way. So right here, I'm just talking really fast how we should do it, how we should correct those errors, and how we can move on. So today we are just coming back to the OL geology because we were going to see that we can fix those errors pretty easily. And we are just going to do that on today's session and carry on doing our geological model because today we are going to learn a bit about all the surfaces that we can construct here. So now I am just going to stop sharing a little bit and stop the recording a little bit so we can carry on